The Medal of Honor stands as the highest military decoration awarded by the United States government. It is given to members of the armed forces who have displayed extraordinary acts of valor and heroism in combat. This prestigious medal symbolizes not only individual bravery, but also serves as a testament to the sacrifices made by those who protect our freedoms. Receiving the Medal of Honor is both an honor and a heavy responsibility. Each recipient's story often reflects moments of courage that go beyond ordinary human capability. These brave individuals have put their lives on the line, facing unforgiving circumstances to save others or uphold the ideals they believe in. As a nation, we recognize their sacrifices, understanding that their actions contribute to our collective safety and liberties. Beyond its physical presence, adorned with a star and surrounded by laurel leaves, the medal carries deep emotional weight. It connects us to stories of hope, resilience, and commitment to a cause greater than oneself. Veterans who receive this honor become symbols of inspiration for future generations, epitomizing the values of courage, duty, and sacrifice. Their experiences remind us of the challenges faced by military personnel and the reality of war. In society, honoring these veterans fosters respect for those who serve. Ceremonies held in remembrance highlight their achievements and encourage conversations about military service and its importance. This recognition can play a crucial role in bridging the gap between civilians and active duty members, fostering understanding of the realities faced by those who defend our nation. Thus, when an airline downgrades a Medal of Honor recipient, it raises significant questions about how we value respect for such heroes in everyday settings. The consequences of actions like these reach far beyond a single incident. They serve as a wake-up call for individuals and organizations alike to reflect on how we honor those who have made incredible sacrifices for our country. On a seemingly ordinary day, a Medal of Honor recipient found himself in an unexpected situation at the airport. He was traveling to attend a special event honoring veterans, filled with pride for his service and eager to connect with fellow heroes. As he approached the airline check-in counter, he anticipated a smooth journey. However, things quickly took a troubling turn. Upon reaching the counter, the airline attendant informed him that his upgraded seat had been downgraded due to an overbooking issue. The recipient explained his distinguished status and offered to show his medal as proof of his service. However, instead of receiving understanding and respect for his sacrifices, he was met with indifference from staff. His request for assistance was dismissed, leaving him feeling devalued and ignored. Witnesses nearby were taken aback by what unfolded. They observed the veteran's demeanor shift from hopeful to disheartened as he realized the gravity of the situation. Passengers began murmuring among themselves, voicing their disbelief that someone who served their country so heroically would be treated this way. As tensions rose, other travelers stepped in to support him, expressing outrage at how the airline was handling the situation. Many felt compelled to speak out against the mistreatment of a national hero right before their eyes. The atmosphere became charged with emotion as people rallied around him, advocating for proper recognition of his service and dignity. Just 8 minutes after the unfortunate incident began to unfold, news reached higher management within the airline. It became clear that this moment required immediate attention, not just because it involved a Medal of Honor recipient, but also due to its potential impact on public perception of the airline itself. Within moments, plans were being made for an official response. Little did anyone know that this would lead to a significant appearance by the airline president himself. A moment many hoped would address both the veterans' treatment and restore faith in how heroes are honored in everyday situations. As the situation unfolded at the airline check-in counter, the reactions from witnesses and passengers painted a vivid picture of shock and disappointment. People waiting in line began to notice the veteran's distress as he questioned the airline staff about his downgraded seat. Whispers started to circulate throughout the airport lounge, each witness unable to believe that someone honored with the Medal of Honor was being treated with such disregard. One passenger, a retired service member himself, expressed outrage as he watched the incident play out. He recalled feeling a deep sense of anger and pity for the Medal of Honor recipient. How could they so easily dismiss someone who put their life on the line for this country? He exclaimed. His words resonated with others around him, igniting a surge of solidarity among fellow travelers. Many shared similar feelings of disbelief, commenting that such treatment was unacceptable for a hero. Emotions ran high as other passengers expressed their disappointment. One woman, visibly moved, described her tears as she witnessed the veteran's reaction. "It broke my heart to see someone who sacrificed so much feel belittled," she said. The atmosphere was thick with empathy, and travelers began to gather, united in their frustration. Some even took out their phones to record the unfolding scene, feeling compelled to document this shameful moment in hopes that it would lead to accountability. Children who were nearby observed their parents' reactions and began to ask questions about why the veteran was upset. Parents seized this opportunity to teach the importance of respect for those who serve. They explained quietly to their children how the Medal of Honor represented bravery and sacrifice, and that no one should be treated poorly because of who they are. Together, these passengers became advocates for the veteran, raising their voices in support. Their sense of community was palpable, revealing a shared belief that honoring heroes should be a priority in society. Their strong reactions ultimately contributed to galvanizing airline management's response, igniting conversations around respect and recognition for those who have served. As the tension grew around the check-in counter, the airline staff began to sense the escalating situation. Initially, there was a lack of awareness about the gravity of what was happening. The attendant who had informed the Medal of Honor recipient of his downgraded seat remained focused on her computer screen, seemingly oblivious to the emotional turmoil unfolding in front of her. Other employees stood by, unsure of how to intervene in a situation that quickly spiraled into a moment of public outcry. However, as witnesses became increasingly vocal about the veteran's treatment, the atmosphere shifted within the airline staff. A senior supervisor arrived at the scene after noticing the disruption caused by passengers rallying behind the veteran. Concerned looks spread across their faces as they realized that this was not just an internal issue. It involved a man who had sacrificed for his country and deserved respect. The supervisor approached with urgency and empathy. "We apologize for this misunderstanding," they began, trying to restore dignity to the situation. They explained that due to an overbooking error, there had been a mix-up with seating arrangements. Though attempts were made at reassurance, it was evident that their words could not completely mend what had happened. The supervisor offered alternative seating options and promised to handle things more personally moving forward. Unfortunately, these efforts felt inadequate in light of how poorly the veteran had already been treated. Several passengers voiced their discontent with this explanation, questioning why such an esteemed individual would be subjected to such an oversight in the first place. Realizing that further action was required, one airline representative quickly communicated with higher management via radio about elevating this issue beyond immediate resolutions. As conversations intensified around him, it became clear that this incident demanded not just operational fixes, but also a broader reflection on policies regarding veterans and their treatment while flying. Despite these efforts by airline staff to address what had occurred, much damage had already been done. The reactions from both witnesses and staff underscored how crucial it is for organizations to fully recognize and honor those who have served, and to do so without hesitation or error as part of their everyday practices. Just 8 minutes after the tumultuous scene began, the atmosphere inside the airport shifted dramatically when the president of the airline arrived. His presence commanded attention, and passengers immediately recognized that this was a crucial moment. The airline president, known for prioritizing customer care and community values, understood that he needed to address this situation personally. He felt compelled to step in not just as a leader, but as a fellow citizen who deeply respects the sacrifices made by veterans. As he approached the check-in counter, the expressions of concern on his face indicated that he was fully aware of the gravity of what had occurred. He addressed the crowd with sincerity, acknowledging both the veterans' service and the disappointment felt by everyone witnessing the incident. "I'm truly sorry for how our airline has treated you today," he said, looking directly at the Medal of Honor recipient. "This is not who we are or how we honor our heroes." The president's motivation for intervening so quickly stemmed from a genuine desire to rectify not only the immediate situation, but also to reassure everyone present that such treatment would not be tolerated in his organization. He emphasized that every employee should embody respect for those who serve their country. It was clear that he saw this moment as an opportunity for growth and reflection within the company. In his address, he promised to implement training sessions focused on honoring veterans and improving customer service protocols to prevent similar issues from happening again. His commitment resonated with both passengers and employees alike, as they realized that change could be on the horizon. The airline president's appearance transformed the atmosphere. What had begun as a distressing incident now held the potential for positive change. Witnesses felt a renewed hope that this experience could lead to better recognition of veterans and reinforce the importance of treating all customers with dignity and respect. His decision to show up in person illustrated a leadership style grounded in accountability, compassion, and a commitment to honoring those who have sacrificed for their country. As the airline president stood before the gathered crowd, he took a deep breath, fully aware of the weight of his words. "I want to start by offering my sincerest apologies to you, sir," he said, addressing the Medal of Honor recipient directly. "What happened today is unacceptable, and I deeply regret that our policies led to such disrespect for your service and sacrifice." He paused for a moment to let his words resonate with those present. The atmosphere was tense but hopeful as everyone awaited his next steps. "Our airline prides itself on honoring those who serve our country. It is a core value that we must live by every day," he continued passionately. "This incident has shown us that we have fallen short, and for that, I am truly sorry." The president then outlined specific plans for improvement. He explained that the airline would be implementing mandatory training sessions for all employees focused on recognizing and honoring veterans, ensuring that they understand the significance of service members and their contributions. "We will not only educate our staff about proper protocols, but also instill a culture of respect and gratitude towards our military heroes," he asserted. Additionally, he announced that the airline would be reviewing its customer service policies to prevent such oversights from happening in the future. "We are committed to creating a system where no one, especially not someone like you, will ever feel undervalued or disrespected again," he stated firmly. The president emphasized that accountability starts from the top down, promising to lead by example. He also mentioned plans for a new initiative to honor veterans at each flight's departure, which would include special announcements and recognition in airports across the nation. As he wrapped up his address, he looked around at the audience and said, "Today has been a lesson for all of us. We must do better, not just for our customers, but for those who have given so much for our freedoms." His heartfelt apology and detailed plans inspired hope among witnesses that change was indeed on the way, transforming a painful moment into an opportunity for growth and respect within the organization. In the wake of the airline president's heartfelt apology and plans for improvement, public reactions poured in from various quarters, demonstrating a wide range of emotions. Passengers who had witnessed the incident expressed relief that someone in a position of authority had acknowledged the wrong done to the Medal of Honor recipient. On social media, comments flooded in, with many users praising the president's response, while others shared their own experiences of feeling disrespected by airlines. Veterans groups also reacted positively, recognizing the president's willingness to address the issue directly. Many members took to online forums and platforms to commend the commitment to honor those who have served. "It's about time someone took a stand," one veteran wrote on social media, noting how vital it is for organizations to respect military personnel. The sentiment echoed widely as people shared stories of service and sacrifice, reinforcing the importance of treating veterans with dignity. However, Not all reactions were entirely positive. Some individuals pointed out that while an apology is a step in the right direction, actions speak louder than words. Critics insisted that it was essential for the airline to follow through with meaningful changes and ensure that similar incidents do not happen again. They questioned whether training and policy updates would genuinely change the culture within the organization. News outlets quickly picked up on the story, amplifying discussions around veterans' treatment within public spaces like airports. Headlines praised how swiftly management responded, but also highlighted ongoing challenges in ensuring respectful treatment across industries. Comment sections lit up with debates about accountability and the need for systemic change. As discussions unfolded online and offline, it became clear that this incident sparked broader conversations about how society values those who serve in the military. Many saw this moment as an opportunity to push for greater awareness and respect for veterans in all facets of life. Ultimately, public reactions reflected hope for change, but also served as a reminder of the work still needed to ensure that heroes are honored appropriately in every situation they encounter. This incident, involving the downgrading of a Medal of Honor recipient, serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges regarding respect for veterans in public spaces. It highlights how easily a moment of oversight can lead to profound feelings of disrespect for those who have bravely served the country. While the airline president's response illustrates a commitment to change, it also raises critical questions about broader societal attitudes toward veterans and how organizations can do better in honoring them. Across various industries, there is a growing recognition that veterans deserve not only gratitude, but also systematic respect in everyday interactions. Many organizations are taking steps to address these issues by implementing policies that prioritize veteran recognition and training staff to understand the importance of honoring military service. Programs aimed at educating employees on the sacrifices made by service members are becoming more common, as companies strive to cultivate a culture of respect and understanding. Moreover, advocacy groups are pushing for initiatives that raise awareness about veterans' experiences and the challenges they face after returning to civilian life. These organizations often collaborate with businesses to promote respectful treatment and highlight the importance of acknowledging veterans' contributions in all areas, from customer service to community engagement. Public sentiment is increasingly leaning towards ensuring veterans feel valued, not just during special events, but also in daily routines. Campaigns urging businesses to honor veterans through discounts, recognition programs, or special announcements have gained traction, further emphasizing that honoring those who serve should be ingrained in the fabric of society. The incident at the airline serves as a catalyst for conversations about how we collectively perceive and treat those who have served in the military. It reminds us that change must come from both institutional policies and individual attitudes. As discussions continue to unfold, there is hope that greater awareness will foster an environment where veterans can expect consistent respect and recognition in every situation they encounter. Ultimately, this moment offers an opportunity for reflection and growth, not just for the airline, but for all sectors of society aiming to honor those who sacrifice so much for our freedom. As we reflect on the recent incident involving the downgrading of a Medal of Honor recipient, it becomes clear that honoring our heroes must extend beyond special occasions and formal ceremonies. To truly respect those who have served, society needs to embed gratitude and recognition into the fabric of everyday life. This means creating environments where veterans feel valued and appreciated at all times, not just during Veterans Day or Memorial Day. One way to foster this culture is through education. Schools and community organizations can incorporate lessons about the sacrifices made by service members into their curricula, teaching young people about the importance of respect and gratitude for those who protect our freedoms. By instilling these values early, future generations will understand the significance of honoring veterans as an integral part of civic responsibility. Businesses also play a critical role in this effort. Companies can adopt policies that actively recognize and celebrate veterans, such as offering discounts to service members or implementing programs that support veteran employment. Creating initiatives that highlight veteran stories can help customers connect on a personal level with the sacrifices made by those who serve. Simple gestures, like offering a heartfelt thank you or recognizing service members in public spaces, can go a long way in reinforcing societal respect. Moreover, communities can come together to hold events that celebrate veterans and their contributions. Organizing parades, memorial services, or public forums can provide platforms for veterans to share their experiences, allowing civilians to better understand the challenges they face. These interactions help bridge the gap between military and civilian life, fostering empathy and appreciation. Ultimately, every individual can contribute to this culture of respect by being mindful of how they treat veterans in their daily lives. Acknowledging their service with kindness and gratitude can create a ripple effect that inspires others to do the same. By committing to honor those who have sacrificed for our country in meaningful ways, we can ensure that veterans, especially those who have received the highest honors, are recognized not just as heroes on special occasions, but as valued members of our communities every single day.